The Nubian Empire. Where was the empire both in its origin and the largest extent it reached? Nubia was in sub-Saharan Africa, which was Egypt, the Mediterranean, and Sudan. It was between the first and fourth cataract in Egypt, which was the Nile, to the capital of Sudan. It came about 6,000 years ago, and the first powerful state was Kermet, 24,000 BCE. What was their political system? The Nubian Empire had kings as rulers. Taharqa was the first leader, then was pushed out by Tantanum, who was then pushed out by Amenares, a Kush leader, and a one-eyed warrior queen. What about religion? Was the religion key to the scale of the Nubian Empire? The Nubians adopted Egyptian dress, education, language, and names. Hieroglyphics were also used. Kush took over Egypt until the 25th dynasty. All three Nubian kingdoms accepted the Christian faith, and their conversion was completed by the end of the 6th century. How long did the Nubian Empire last? Eventually, when the Mamluk sultans seized power in Egypt in 1250 CE, they ignored the treaty between Nubia and Arab invasions. Although the Mamluk sultans did not fully gain power in the Nubian languages, they were eventually replaced with Arabic. There are some 21st century Nubians, but not so many. Also, there was a large part of Nubia that was flooded in the 1960s with the building of the Aswan High Dam. Art was very important towards the success of Nubia. They made their own decorated pottery, and their designs were from the medieval manuscript. They had brightly colored paintings on church and cathedral walls. When was its peak? The Christian Nubian kingdoms achieved the peak of prosperity and military power in the 9th and 10th centuries. During the 19th dynasty, which is referred as the New Kingdom, under the rule of Ramses the Great, Nubia gained more land and crops. What was special about the Nubian Empire? Temples and art made Nubia known everywhere. Some of their art is in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Temple of Dhaka was dedicated to Thoth and Nubs, which means sycamore, fig tree, under which he waited for Tefnut, his wife, to return. Tefnut is the goddess of moisture. Why do I think my empire is forgotten? I believe the reason why this empire was forgotten was because of all the other empires in Egypt at the time. Historical books focus on King Tut and other pharaohs, but not the first empires where all these pharaohs grew up in. I think if Nubia came in a different time period, it might not have been forgotten. The end.
Created using Powtoon.